Hi, Stephanie and Peter here again from Outdoor Dog. We're here in Cornwall, Pennsylvania, at just a little municipal park that's a really great place to just take a walk with the dogs. But we're here today to talk about hiking boots. So one of the things that I experienced was a lot of injuries over the years, especially stemming from an injury that I had in the military. And that injury really affected my whole body, but it was actually just my foot that got injured to start with. So when I'm hiking, one of the things that is the most important thing for me to do is have great hiking boots. It's even more important than my hiking pack. So recently, I decided to get a new pair of boots. Still looking, haven't found what I wanted yet, but I'd like to discuss today kind of what I'm looking for in a boot and why. This is such an important topic that I'll probably have another video or two on it, because your hiking boots could make a world of difference in how you hike, where you hike, or if you don't hike because your feet hurt, or your back, or anything else in between. With hiking boots, there's a lot of different styles out there today. And really, when you look for a different type of style of hiking boot, you kind of want to go off of where you usually hike. There's some boots that look kind of like sneakers, which are really great for easy trails, shorter hikes with a lighter pack. There are also really heavy duty hiking boots that come way above your ankle. Some of them are called mountaineering boots. These are a really stiff, heavy, sturdy boot that gives you a lot of protection and support. But if you're just doing shorter hikes, or you're on a trail that's well traveled and you're not climbing over rocks or anything like that, you don't want a big heavy boot. It's going to tire you out. So really looking at your style is the first thing. But there are a couple things that I'm going to share with you that I look for in a boot that might be kind of all across the different styles, but you might find something different. What I'm telling you today is not an absolutely your boot must have this. My feet are different than yours. I do different hikes than you. So you really want to go off of specifically for you. So for my personal hiking experiences, I sometimes do longer hikes, but I usually don't hike any more than about 6.5 miles. My pack is probably 10 pounds, 15 pounds at most. Sometimes I might carry a little bit lighter of a weight. Really, what I carry in my backpack stays the same. The difference in the weight comes with how much water I'm taking. If it's a hot day, obviously I'm going to take more, and I tend to overtake. So I'll pack way more water than what I think I need. So for me, these are my old hiking boots, and they were actually pretty reasonably priced. I think these were about $50 or $60. They might not have been on sale, I don't remember. So you can find a reasonably priced boot that's going to last you a while. These are about 4 years old, and they have a lot of miles on them, and I'm just now looking for a boot. So for me, I do, like I said, 6.5 miles most. My pack isn't too heavy, and the trails that I hike, though, can range anywhere from a well-traveled path to we're completely off the trail climbing over rocks. So I want a boot that's kind of in the middle. The higher the boot, the better ankle support you'll get, because sometimes I go off the trail and Peter and I climb a little bit. I want something that's really going to protect my ankle. The padding around the ankle is also important. I want a nice snug fit. I don't want my ankle or my foot moving a lot in it. The other thing to think about is your tongue. The tongue, sometimes you'll put on a shoe and it seems obnoxious because it's so padded, but you'll want something that's somewhat reasonably padded because you don't want the laces to injure you or make you uncomfortable. If the tongue isn't thick enough, sometimes it'll feel like these laces are cutting into your foot, which is not cool on a 6-mile hike. The other thing I look for is how sturdy they are. So these are pretty old and I can flex them a lot. This is why I'm looking for new boots, because I actually don't want that flex. I don't want that movement in the boot. So why not? When I am carrying a heavy load on my pack or I'm going up a rocky area, my stride is going to be really short anyway. I'm not going to be all the way up on my toe. The other thing too is this sole no longer protects my foot from the rocks or sticks or anything that's on the trail. So I can feel it, and that tends to hurt my feet. Some people want a lighter boot because of their own foot problems or health problems or just their personal preference, which is just fine. But I find that the stiffer the boot, the more protection you have. The other thing that I look for is kind of in the toe box. So I want a lot of wiggle room up here. I want a snug fit throughout the boot, but I want a lot of room here. Because as I'm going downhill, if I have a heavy pack, my toes might just slide to the front of my boot and rub on the front. And I don't want that. I want a lot of wiggle room so they can move around. One of the other things that I think about when choosing a shoe to go hiking, even if it's just a simple trail that maybe I could use my sneakers on, I want something that will really protect my feet from debris and even my ankles. Some of the sandal type hiking shoes are great in certain conditions. For me, I find that I want something that fully covers my foot so that sticks and rocks don't cut me. And it's the same thing with the height of the ankle cut. So that's it today on hiking boots. Like I said, I'll probably have another video or two to share with you guys, just some general information about boots. If you have any topics that you want to see covered in the channel, please let me know. I'd be happy to do a video. If you'd like, you can subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping to bring more content like this, as well as some other things, especially dog-related things. Also, feel free to join us on Facebook for the outdoor dog titling. Thanks for watching. Mwah! I love you.